The plot thickens. We are now introduced to a rock-throwing wild child. Season 2 overview. Let's go. Yo, what's up guys? The Insane Game Freak here to bring you Teen Titans Season 2 overview. It seems like Season 1 went off pretty well for you guys. You responded pretty well to it. I actually got a response. Hopefully Season 2 brings out more responses. I wasn't expecting a whole bunch of responses, but hey, the response is pretty good, so we're going to keep on with the seasons. And now we're into Season 2. There's a couple of things I do want to correct myself on that I said in the first one. The first thing is I make a reference to one of the episodes in Season 1, one of my favorite Raven episodes that's actually in Season 2. That's not in Season 1, and that would be the Fear Itself one, which is the whole wicked, scary, you know, her losing her powers and, you know, everybody getting trapped within the tower because Raven didn't want to admit that she was scared. I apologize for that. But anyways, let's get on to the overview. So as I previously stated in the first season, each season kind of covers a Pacific Titan for the most part. Like, it's most of the time the plot is based around a Pacific Titan. And Season 2 is kind of the weird one of the series because it's actually focusing on a character that's introduced in Season 2 and just focusing around all that character. And it's kind of weird. And who's that character? This is the character that brings up the giant parent war that involves her, Beast Boy, and Raven. Also, she's just a mentally fucked up chick. Terra. Okay, so let me explain who Terra is. Terra is, from when we're introduced to her in the series, she is a wanderer. She is kind of the girl who kind of floats with the wind. She kind of comes in with the breeze of the wind and shit. The Titans randomly meet her while dealing with some basic bad guy shit. I think they were like in the canyons and whatnot, and they were fighting like this weird scorpion-ish monster, and she ended up helping. This is where things get kind of tricky because she's introduced to the Titans. You see her interact, and you can see that she's kind of a tomboy, which is contradictory to the way she looks. The way she looks, she doesn't look like a tomboy, but yeah, she's a tomboy. And you find out her whole ability is that she's able to control the earth in multiple forms, whether it be rock, dirt, mud, whatever. She can control the earth. She can make... The problem with Terra is the little thing that she can't control her powers and that she's very mentally unstable about this. Now, I don't know about you, but the one thing about Terra that really interests me, and I'll get into more detail when we hit Season 5 because it comes up again. Terra was one of those characters I would have preferred to see a more of an elaborate backstory for, just because throughout the entirety of the season, you get to see Terra interact with the Titans, you get to see her interact with Slade, and then interact with the Titans, and then some love shit also involving Beast Boy, which brings up the other problem, the whole issue with Season 2 that really got brought out because of Season 2, and that would be the pairing wars and Teen Titans. Now, if you don't know, by Season 2, the only pairings you had, well, up to Season 2, you had Robin and Starfire, and you had Raven and Beast Boy. Then Terra comes in, and then now we have Terra and Beast Boy, and shit gets a little crazy. Now, just to throw out my whole stance on this, I am a Robin, Starfire, Beast Boy, Terra kind of fan. Like, to me, I saw the hints of Beast Boy Raven, but me personally, I just think he would do better with Terra. By the end of the season, you know why that can't happen, which is kind of a bitch. I'm not going to spoil the end of the season, but let's just say the end of this season is the reason why. What happens at the end of this season is probably one of the most shocking things I've ever seen in my life. And if you got the hint I said from last overview about this season, you probably know what it is. But you know what? Fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. No, this is overview. This isn't goddamn. I won't spoil the shit out of you. He dies. He fucking dies. He fucking dies. I'm not even gonna say who. He fucking dies. Anyways, so as I said, Season 2 kind of focuses around Terra. Terra is one of those characters considering the fan base, she's a love it or hate character. For the most part, most people like her, The only thing about her that really bugs most people is the fact that she was so mentally unstable throughout the entirety of the fucking second season. I'm not joking. She flipped the script like so many fucking times it was retarded. And it was like, what the fuck? Because that's the one thing about Tara I still don't get is why she was mentally fucked up. She had like this huge trust issue complex where she wouldn't trust anybody, and it only took a little bit to break a person's trust with her. And it's even worse because of what happens to her throughout the entirety of the season. You have her going through these different types of emotions and different types of mindsets and shit. And by the end of the season, Tara kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth depending on who you are. Me personally, I like Tara. Tara was cool. And I also might as well mention the two final episodes, the two-parter in season 2. And the two-parter in season 2 is pretty much known as Aftershock, which is actually a lead on something else that happened an episode before, like 2 episodes ago. Like, the ending of this season is kind of crazy because the ending of the season is almost the demise of certain characters, the reappearance of certain characters, and then the death of a character. And if you've seen Teen Titans, you know this was the season that just made you go, oh shit, this just got real. Like, to me, season 2 was just the what the fuck season. It was, now mind you, it's not the biggest what the fuck season out of all 5 seasons, but it was the first one. Because no one can tell me, when you saw the end of season 2, you weren't just, oh my god. I was just like, what the fuck? But anyways, you have season 2, which brings into that. And you know what? You know what we need to get to? We need to get to favorite fucking episode discussions now. Now for season 2, I honestly can say, when it comes to favorite episodes, I love almost everything in season 2. About the same. The thing about season 2 kind of makes it where the last 2 episodes of the season are always going to be your favorites. Like for season 1 to be The Apprentice, for this season to be Aftershock. But if I had to pick like a non-ending season-ish episode, it'd probably be Fear Itself because of my fandom of Raven and Only Human. And Only Human goes into the whole development because that's the one thing I do need to mention for each of these characters. In this season, you get development for every one of these characters for the most part. Man, the focus is kind of a little bit taken off of Robin somewhat because his episode devoted to him is kind of bullshit. And everyone knows, and if you know the episode with Larry, you know why I say that. That episode was ridiculous in itself. Larry can fix everything. If you got the reference, you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, I guess the main things, the really noteworthy things in this season, besides the whole Terra stuff, is that the transformation episode is in here. And if you don't know what that is, that's pretty much the puberty episode for Starfire, where she gets a new ability, which really means she just turns into Cyclops. Or she now has, yeah, she turns into Cyclops. And the other one would be Only Human, which actually, ironically, almost all Cyborg's, like, Cyborg-based episodes lead into Season 3. And yes, Season 3 is about Cyborg. And yes, it's fucking awesome. Except for one thing about Season 3 that I will get into when we get to Season 3 overview. But just know, this whole Only Human stuff, or pretty much the episodes that focus on Cyborg, about his human and cyborg half, about how they keep fucking meshing those two up with different types of fucking filler-ish episodes for him, that comes into play in Season 3 for anyone who wants to know, along with other things which goes into some other things I'm not going to get into. But anyways, I'll probably say my favorite episodes probably would be Only Human, Fear Itself, and Date with Destiny. Date with Destiny is pretty much the other episode that kind of cements the whole Robin and Starfire ex relationship pairing bullshit. Least I don't have a least favorite episode in this season. Ironically, honestly, the only episode that comes the closest to me not liking would be the episode known as How Long Is Forever. And the thing about that episode is The thing I don't like about it is that it's focused around Starfire and her naivety. But at the same time, there are two things about that episode, and it's actually the first episode of season 2. There are two things about that episode that makes it awesome just because. For one, actually no, there's only one goddamn reason, and the reason just justified everything. If you don't know what I'm talking about, how can I put this? Fucking Nightwing. I can't say anything else. Fucking Nightwing. That's all I needed to fucking say. That's all I needed to fucking say. I can't go any further than that. Just because that episode to me was regained back to normal status because of that one factor. And that only really works if you're a huge Robin / Batman fan. But to me, that was a holy shit, yes, 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 yes moment. Because, I love that. But anyways, for season 2, that's pretty much all I needed to cover. You had the introduction of Tara, the whole thing about her, with her not being able to control her powers, which is pretty much the plot point of the entire season, and some cool development episodes, and kind of build up to season 3 for Cyborg, because yes, the black character actually gets some good goddamn development. The only thing about Cyborg, and it's probably gonna be a rant at the end of the season 3 overview, I don't like what they did with the last episode. I don't even know how to put this. Let's just say that last episode for season 3 was, you know what? No. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's stick to season 2. So, as far as overviews are concerned, I think we're about through here. So what I would like to do is I would like to thank you for watching. If you like the video, like it. If you want to favorite it, go ahead. And if you want to subscribe, you know where the button is. Eventually, when YouTube keeps fucking updating, the fucking button will be the video eventually. That's what I'm expecting. But anyways, thank you for all that. I want some comments. I want some more video responses. What were your favorite episodes from season 2? What were your least favorite episodes? How did you like Tara as a character? What are your favorite couples? Do you prefer Beast Boy with Tara? Do you prefer Beast Boy with Raven? Throw that out for discussion. And life's a game. Play to win. Tighten out. Peace.